Hi again, and welcome back to Real Estate with Syntia. I'm Syntia Perry, Realtor with the agency Real Estate Services here in the Central Mississippi area, as well as Maison Fleur Realty Group in the Metro Atlanta area. And today we are going to continue on with the home buying process. So last week we talked about things that you need to know before you get pre-approved, your financials and your credit and things like that. So now we're going to get into the buying process in itself. So let's get started. Okay, guys. So last week we talked about knowing your financial status, your credit FICO score, and things like that. And now we're going to move on. So these next steps you could take in either order, and that's either getting a buyer's consultation with a realtor or getting pre-approved with a lender. So I will say, if you have no idea about the mortgage process, the different types of loan programs that they have, or just in general you don't know anything about it or who you're going to deal with for your mortgage, I would suggest having your buyer's consultation first, because a lot of times realtors have referral partners that they can refer you to, especially after knowing your individual situation. They may be able to point you in the direction of a lender that can help you in particular with your situation. Say, for instance, you have an awesome credit score, but you have a lot of student loans. They may be able to send you to a lender who, works with people who have a lot of student loans and things like that. So if that's the case, I would suggest, go ahead and have your buyer's consultation first. If you already know who you're going to deal with, by all means, you can start there. You can find your agent later. But for now, we're going to say we're going to have the buyer's consultation first. So you've had your consultation, and your realtor is giving you your referral partners. They're also going to go over the entirety of the buying process. So kind of like what I'm doing in this video, but of course it's going to be all in one sitting. So they'll explain to you what to expect, things you may need to pay for, and I will also have an idea of your wants versus your needs, because this will help your agent narrow down your search when looking for a property. And so let's move on from that. So you've had your consultation. Now you're finding your lender and things like that. So you've contacted a lender, and they've given you a pre-qualification because based on the things that you told them. And like we said before in the last video with Tiffany, a pre-qualification is not really solid. It just lets you know that with the information that you've told us, this is what we may be able to help you with regarding your home buying loan. And a pre-approval is more solid because you have submitted documents to them. And the documents that you submit for a pre-approval to a lender would be your ID, of course, 2 years worth of tax returns, 2 years worth of W-2s, a month worth of pay stubs, and 2 months worth of bank statements. So once you have submitted all those things to a lender, they'll be able to give you a solid pre-approval that will let you know more so what you can, afford as far as purchasing a home, what your down payment may look like, what you may need to ask for seller closing, if any, things like that. And then it also helps during the offer process, because a lot of times the sellers, they don't entertain a buyer's offer if they don't have a pre-approval. A pre-qualification, especially in this market, is really not enough to solidify a deal. So you have your lender now, you have your pre-approval, you've submitted your documents, and now you're ready to go. Here comes the fun part, the home search. So now your agent is sending you listings, you're looking at them, you're deciding which ones you want to go see, and now it's time to go look at some homes. So during this process, I always ask my buyers, what is a good schedule for you? When is a good time to see homes? So that if something comes out on the market, I'm able to be like, oh, I know so-and-so is off on Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and contact her and say, hey, this house just came out on the market. I think you will absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and set something up for Thursday at 12 o'clock. All they'll text back is, yeah, sure, let's go see it. I'll send them the link so that they can check it out. Go ahead and schedule the showing, and we can get in there right away to see it. So it kind of helps expedite the process. I know it seems very tiny, but like a very tiny thing to do, but it actually does help a lot, especially like I said in this market, because like I said, this is a seller's market. There are a ton of buyers competing for the same few houses on the market, so you need to be ready to execute. It's not the time to think, it's the time to do. So with that being said, I'm done with this portion of the home buying video process, and stay tuned for next week's video where we're going to continue on with this process. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.